Major, congratulations. Great to meet you. I remember watching you as well many, many years ago, Major. It's also nice that he's very humble, and today he's kept it very short, so we'll try to accommodate that same schedule. On behalf of the University of Notre Dame, we are excited to have been part of this bowl week here in El Paso. Just a great venue. John, Bernie, amen. The whole Sun Bowl committee and organization has treated the University of Notre Dame just so well. Our athletic director, Jack Swarbrick, is here as well. I'd like to recognize him. He's been part of allowing us to really enjoy this opportunity here in El Paso. So it's been a great week. Plenty of things to do. I know Coach Stoutland probably feels the same way that I do. We're excited about now getting within 24 hours of playing a game, because it does get hectic. There are so many things going on during the week. The Sun Bowl puts you in a great atmosphere, but we are now getting to that point where we're thinking about football. We're thinking about the competition. We're thinking about Miami against Notre Dame and putting on a classic. You go through the convention center and you see all the signs of many games. That Utah-Mexico game must have been a heck of a game. So hopefully we'll be able to put on a similar show. But again, it has been, for us at the University of Notre Dame, a great experience here in El Paso. With that, I'll open it up to any questions. Is that the procedure?
Ryan, how are you guys right now? Are they chomping at the bit to finally play?
I think so. They needed some time off. I think sleeping in a little bit, because it does. It gets, there's a lot going on, and a lot of competitions during the week. We've been keeping score, the talent show, bowling, a lot of things going on. So they're anxious to get out there and play the game.
Coach?
Yes?
With Miami's defense as good as it's been and Notre Dame as much as it's progressed in the last 3 games, what kind of game do you anticipate? Could it be a low-scoring field goal type of game?
It's interesting because there's such a long layoff, before you play that next game, that in some instances, this game becomes an opener again. Certainly a lot of the players are familiar with what you're doing, but there are those feelings as a coach that there's some unexpected things that are probably going to be realized in the game. So clearly we know what we need to do, and the tenets of winning football games don't change that much. In other words, you can't turn it over. You've got to be able to find a way to run the football and defend it. So for us, it's probably going to be, try to do the things that we've been doing in the last month of November.
Coach, in the same sense, an opener, but to put a cap on this season and the momentum that you have for recruiting for next year?
I think there's no one singular game that defines your season. Certainly this one gives you momentum in the off season. It obviously, you don't have to taste that loss, for 6 months or more. So that's the important part of it. But I don't know that it has long-range implications relative to the national recruiting scope. But this is still about developing your football team and winning games.
To the Sun Bowl committee, the nice people in El Paso, the University of Miami, and our football family, want to thank you for all you've done for us. The minute we got off that plane, you made us feel like family. And that's really what the University of Miami is all about. We preach that at home. And so for us, it was like being home. And again, I want to thank you for that. Players had a great, enjoyable time here. It was, got them up this morning early for, as Coach Kelly said, you're getting close to game time now, so we got to kind of snap out of that bowl environment and get it right mentally. So we did that first thing this morning, and walking through the front door or the back door, there was a video going on the screen, and it was of Major Harris. Major doesn't know me. But I had a chance to coach at Syracuse twice, and he was their quarterback. And I believe it was 1986. We were playing at West Virginia, and Coach Nealon, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for as a football coach. I was young, just starting out, and they ran this play that no one has ever seen before. There was a full flow this way over here, and he would stop on a dime, and he would race back this way. And I'm telling you, we couldn't stop the play. And that's my memory of Major Harris. You're talking about one of the great all-time players that ever played college football. And I was there to see it. I witnessed it. And then I think the next year, was that right, Major? Was it 86 and 87?
87, 88.
Okay. Yeah. In 87, we played in the Carrier Dome, a two-point conversion to win the game. Just tremendous amount of respect for what he's accomplished and for the teams he's been on. You know, all week long I've been asked over and over about the quarterback situation. So I see Susan shaking her head. I'm wondering if Major has any eligibility left. I saw Coach Kelly try to recruit him a little bit there when I first came in. I said, I'm going to position myself over here. But we have made a decision on that, and Ja'Cory Harris will start the game and will be our starting quarterback. I just feel like he puts us in the best position to win the football game. And so we've talked to both players this morning about that. Stephen Morris is available to play if need to be. He's getting a lot. I know he got dinged a little bit here in practice this week. Unfortunately, it was kind of a crazy thing that happened, but he's a lot better. Just left with him, so we're happy for that. So, with that said, I'll open it up to any questions.
So, after all you guys have been through the last month, what would it mean to win this game?
Well, I think that just puts a little more incentive into it, but as coaches, you want to win every game you play. I mean, that's the mission, and that's what you're out to accomplish. But I think for the players and coaches, this group right here that's here, it's the last time everybody's going to be together. So I think that makes it a little more. There's a little more incentive.
Coach, do you plan on playing both quarterbacks or just Corey?
We're gonna play it by ear right now. I think Ja'Cory will start the game, like he said, and he'll take us. And if we need Stephen, he'll be available.
How difficult was it to keep everybody together through everything you went through at the end of the season and beyond the end of the season?
You know, as coaches, most of us played college football, high school football. A lot of us were captains, and you know, I was fortunate. I happened to be a captain of my high school and my college team. But the leadership factor. When I was asked to do this, whenever you're put in a situation where it might not be the most comfortable, it might be a big challenge they're asking you, you kind of reach inside a little deeper. I said it back home. I said, there's a Superman inside all of us. And when the perfect timing is there, some really, really good things can happen. And the one thing we did from day one was we worked on academics. We wanted every single player to be eligible for this bowl game. So that was the first week out. I said, guys, I don't want to even look at a film right now. I want to coach his players. I want everybody to focus on finishing out the week and a half. We had to finish off the week of study halls, and then we had finals. And we did that, and we accomplished that. Then we went on to the next phase where we started to practice. And I told them, I said, listen, we're all in this together. That's the only chance we have. And I give the coaches on our staff and the assistant coaches and the players a thank you from the bottom of my heart, because we had no incidents, we had nobody splintering from the team, we had no, and to me that's just a sign of guys caring about each other. So it was definitely a challenge.
By chance, did he get here?
He just left Chicago. He'll be here in 115.
Coach Kelly was talking about how there might be some surprises. It's been a long time since you played a game. Can you talk about that also?
Surprises?
Well,
I think
yeah.
I don't think he said that.
Or maybe, well,
Yeah, well, I think that with the time, you have, I guess what I heard him speak, I said, okay, it gives you time in between to maybe correct or improve in an area that maybe you haven't done so well in. For us, it was turnovers. Turnovers, and one of my pet peeves is, pre-snap penalties in general. So we kind of targeted that with the times that the practice opportunities that we have.
yeah, you said there might be some unexpected things.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got, when you have a little more time on your hands, you have time to plan a little bit more, and I think you do that during the season. You always have these things that you have in your back pocket, but you might not use them. So you go through your, what you did over the course of the season, which we call quality control, and you say, what did we not show this year? We practiced this thing, but we never really ran it. Is it applicable to this game? So those are some things you look at.
Jeff, will Steven be able to participate completely in the walkthrough today?
I believe so. I've seen him this morning, yeah. He's way, way ahead of where we thought he would be.